Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how to use the for each loop in Azure Logic Apps. Okay, so and also I will put the condition in the for each loop. First of all, I will show you this is my JSON payload. So when I apply the for each loop, so it will iterate through each and every item. The book has a three items called the author 1, author 2 and author 3. So actually what I want, when I apply the for each loop, it will iterate through each and every item, but the condition is, I will put the condition in the for each loop like I want to return the data with the author name Herbert only. So how to achieve this I will show you. Okay, so first of all you need to initialize the variable. Okay, JSON payload. So for that purpose I'm using the variable action. You can see this initialize the variable. So I'm giving the name it as a JSON payload. Okay, JSON payload. Okay, next it's a array type. Okay, because when you want to work with the complex object you have to use the object or array. Currently I'm choosing the array. Now copy and paste your JSON payload. I already told you I'm working with the array type, so adding array to my JSON payload. Okay, paste over here. After that you need to parse this, because if you want to read the data, your JSON payload dynamically, if you want to read your JSON payload dynamically, you have to use the parse JSON. It will allow you to read your JSON objects, JSON properties dynamically. Okay, data operations and parse JSON. So what I'm doing here, this is our, you can see our JSON payload. Just I'm consuming here, nothing I'm doing. Okay, and you have to give the your schema, you have to create your schema. Okay, and done. Okay, the schema has generated for your JSON payload. After that, next step, the for each loop. Okay, in this for each loop I will put the condition. Okay, the for each loop. Okay, so in this for each loop you have to initialize the body and the book. The book is nothing but JSON. Yeah, I will show you. Yeah, this is the, this is called the, this is the body. Okay, this is the book. Okay, you have to initialize the both. I will show you, then you will understand. First of all you need to body, sorry, yeah, body and book, sorry. Okay, why I'm initializing the book here, because the for each loop iterate through each and every item within the book. Okay, after that I will put a condition here, add action, the control and the condition. The condition like, so I want to retrieve the data, so I want to get the data like the author name only Herbert. Okay, I want only these two books only. Okay, so that is the reason why I am choosing the author. So dynamically I have to choose the author. Here you can see author. So author contains with the name Herbert. It gives the only two book names, because I have only two books with the name Herbert. Okay, okay, after that if the condition is true, so what will happen, I will store this data into blob. Sorry, it's not control, it's a blob storage. If the condition is true, satisfied, our data will store into the Azure blob. So our my storage account name. Okay, this is my folder path where I'm going to store my data. This is blob name, JSON output payload. Okay, your data will store with the name this. Okay, with this name. The blob content is nothing but current item. Okay, the current item is nothing but this is the current item. Okay, after filtering the data, what you get, what you will get the data, that is the current item which is inside the for each loop. So that's why I have choose the current item. Okay, so first you need to save, later click on this trigger. Okay, yeah, everything successful. If the condition is true, it means you get the data. You can see Herbert. Okay, first book I got it. The second one, the second condition also satisfied Herbert. Okay, the third condition false, because the first two conditions, because I put the condition like I want to retrieve the data with the name author Herbert only. Okay, it satisfied the first two conditions, but the third condition is not satisfied, so that's why it showed as a fail. Okay, false. You can see the false. The first two conditions are, sorry, the first two condition is true. Yeah, true. The third condition is false. So this is the way, Herbert. Okay, this is the way the for each loop we have to use, and dynamically we can load the data with the JSON parser. Okay, thank you guys.